Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. I've been getting a lot of interest in the C6 ceramic line. That is a derivative or extension or arm or branch of the DIY detail protectants and line of detailing products. So we're going to cover them today. I'll reserve judgment and rating and keep it away from this video, and we'll add that and really zero in on its performance in future videos. Why? Because this vehicle sits outside. It gets used every day on short spurts, so it's out in weather, it's out in sun. This is pollen season, so that's a great test. Pollen is acidic and hard on coatings. So what we're going to do is concentrate on proper application. I'll kind of go through the kit. I have the entire kit from the C6 Ceramics app, Adhesion Promoter Polish. I have their jeweling, their red jeweling pad. We have the application pad, and we have the C6 Ceramic Lite, Hydro Lite kit. We'll concentrate on the proper application, how that process feels to me. Is it easy? Is everything easy off and on? What it looks like through the process. I'll share as many details as I can with you in this video, and we'll judge it a little bit later. We'll come back a couple months, 6 months, and then 9 months, and then a full year later and see how it's holding up. Properly prepped and properly maintained, which is very, very important. So let's get into the video. Okay, spread out on the table here, I have just about everything we need. The kit itself, the ceramic coating kit, the applicator, foam, they prefer foam, the jeweling pad, which will team up with the APP or the Adhesion Promoter Polish. You want a short throw polisher. You can go out and get a palm sander if you want. I just use the direct or force driven machines that I have. They have a short throw, and I just turn the speed down to the first speed setting and keep the polisher moving at a nice pace. And then of course 2 microfibers within arm's reach. I like the shorter nap. This towel has both sides, and I have the shorter nap folded towards the outside. So we have everything ready to go. Let's go through. Let's take a closer look first before we get to work. Again, this is going to be their foam jeweling pad, hook and loop, 5 inches, open cell. This is going to be a foam applicator, a little bit different process than other ceramics when it comes to application, which sort of favors microfiber or microsuede applicators. So we'll go over that. The APP or the Adhesion Promoter Polish, shake it up vigorously like any other detailing product. These rich formulas really need to be mixed together properly to work properly, and sort of the consistency of suntan lotion. So what the APP is to me is a combination of mechanical and chemical cleansing of the surface and prepping it for the coating. So a cleaner polish with very, very minor abrasives, which chemically cleans and opens the pores and swells the paint, which makes it ready to receive the C6 ceramic line. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll see what's in the ceramic kit itself. It's just a nice little sleeve that folds out here, and we see the box with the, so this is a 1 ounce or 30 ml bottle of the Hydro Lite. This is their bridge between the prosumer and the professional line. I think they're thinking about 6 years plus. All right, so we're going to stay transparent, and you guys know what I think about the length and durability of coatings. You're looking at about 5 years properly prepped for and maintained. Anything above that, I'm going to leave the other companies to sort of promote and market their products that way. I'm going to stick a little bit with what I see applying these. I don't know how many thousands of these I've done so far, and maintaining them on a daily basis. So let's just, I digress. We'll move on from that topic. And so this is a 30 ml bottle of the Hydro Lite. Really neat kit here. Presentation is top notch with this. Not sure if this is supposed to be in with this kit, but we get these really cool credit card type card that shows that you have the C6 on your vehicle. Customer name, vehicle, application date, almost like a warranty card. Here you have a barcode that'll take you into the site. There are 2 of these in here. And then there are also some really neat stickers that come with. This one's sticking to the box. But there you have that one. And there is a smaller one in here as well. And that will do it for the contents of the kit. Let's get to work. Before we start tearing into this, I do want to make it perfectly clear that this is not a sponsored video, and I'm not even going to have an affiliate link down below. I'll point you in the right direction as to where to find these if you want to look into them a little bit further. But this is something I am investigating on my own and sharing the experience with you. So we're going to start off with the APP, which is the Adhesion Promoter Polish. This is something to aid with the cohesion and the bonding of the coating with the surface. Keep in mind, this is an extra step. So after you've done a full correction to remove imperfections, you're going to have to add this. So this will be an extra step. I want to make that perfectly clear and keep that in mind. So a little bit extra work, a little bit extra time. We're just going to apply to the hood, because this thing again sits outside. It gets a lot of pollen which will fall on the hood. It gets the weather, it gets the sun, perfect place. And we'll just do it on the hood here, and we'll keep track of its characteristics, its durability. Today we just want to show how to use these products. I'm going to go grab the polisher. We will attach this jeweling pad to it, and I'll show you how to use the APP. Polisher, short throw. Let's get the pad on there. Let's get the speed turned all the way down to the first speed setting. And we're going to add 3 pea-sized dots of the product onto the pad. No more, no less. And it has been explained to me, you want to use as little as possible. And you'll start with this to prime the pad, and then once you get going, you want to keep using what's on the pad until you stop seeing trails of the product behind. That means your pad has dried out a bit and it's time to reload. But a little bit goes a long way with this process. I have the camera aimed up with the lights here so you can kind of see what's going on. Let's prime the pad a little. To prime the pad with this stuff, I just sort of go in a 10-inch circular orbit, get things going, and then go left to right. What we're doing here, this isn't so much a correction, even though I guess it does have abrasives in it. It's not so much of a correction as it is spreading this product out and getting these chemicals spread out on the surface so they can clean and they can open the pores and swell the paint. So I hope you're seeing this. We still have the trails from the polisher here. We're going to keep going with what's on the pad. I want to show you how much is on the pad. It's still a lot because we're using the dimple pads and the product likes to stay in the pockets of the dimples. So you got plenty in there. We could probably do a whole hood and a full roof with what I have attached to the pad. In this situation and scenario, I've already done the correction. So all I'm worried about is getting this chemical spread out evenly on the panel here. If you want to do a crisscross pattern to ensure you have even coverage, be my guest. I have plenty over here. Don't be in a hurry to wipe it off. You can apply it to the hood, wipe it off. You can apply it to the whole car, wipe it off. You can apply it to the whole car, have 17 Budweisers and come back and, well, good luck wiping it off at that point. But, you know, it's at your leisure. You can let it sit on for a couple hours. But let me get it spread over to this side of the hood with what we already have on the pad. Let me go around the back here to the other side. So with the 3 pea-sized drops that we put on the pad, we had enough to spread that product out onto the whole hood. So that'll give you an idea of how that goes. Now the next experience I want to share with you, how is it to wipe off? Is it a bear to wipe off? Is it a pain to wipe off? Does it wipe off easily? Let's find out. Short nap towels for this. It's a little bit grabby. But it doesn't leave any type of a haze behind. It's nothing you have to use a ton of pressure and really have a bear of a time wiping off. You can feel there's substance there. That's the only way I can explain it. It's not the quickest and easiest to wipe off. But it looks really nice. It looks crystal, all right, so the best way I can describe how it's looking is crystal clear with crisp reflections. The correction has already been done. I'm not worried about that. Wipe it off this side. Then I'll quick go grab the swirl finder, bring you in close, and we'll see if there's any smearing with this that you have to go over it again. This is your panel prep. So the panel prep portion, before you add the C6 ceramic, is deleted from this process. This is your panel prep. And that's it. All right, let me go grab the swirl finder. From the view walking into the hood, again, with the light above, very crisp. Let's break out the swirl finder. Now this hood is beat up, and I'm not sure if you can tell by the little halos around the light. There's a little bit of hazing left behind. I'm not going to wipe that off because in a lot of these situations that light, very light haze will go away. And during the coating process, we're going to keep an eye on if that persists. So I'm not going to keep wiping. But look at the gorgeous metallic flake, the silvers, the different color reds shining through. And that awesome crisp reflection is what we want to lock in. Next step is the coating, and I have you lined up so with the light you can see how it goes on. And this is going to be a little bit different than other applications as well. We have this foam applicator with the sleeve goes around the back of your hand. We have the 30 ml bottle, and just to be a little bit of a heads up, the opening to that is twice as large as some of the other coating bottles. So just be careful as to what comes out onto your pad. We're going to start out with, to prime the pad, about 9 or 10 drops. A little bit more than I wanted to get on there. So what we're going to do is we'll come over and prime the pad. start with a little circle. We're going to move the pad around on our hand and move out from the center of the circle and spread out the coating. Other small differences between this and other coatings, you want to use a little bit less. You don't want to have it on quite as thick. With other coatings, sometimes you want to make it as thick as possible, get a lot of the product on the surface, and get as much to bond to the surface as possible. Once you have it primed, just 1, 2, 3. 3 drops, and in circular motions, spread the coating out. This should be enough for this size of the hood. After priming it and then adding 3 more drops should be plenty. It seems to go on easily. I can share that with you. It's not grabby. It spreads out nicely. And what you're going to see is a little bit of an oil slick look to it with some rainbow effect. And once the rainbow effect dissipates by, say, 50%, you can go ahead and start to wipe it off. So let's give it some time. It's not a apply and a quick wipe off, and it's not one of those apply and wait 28 minutes or 28 days to wipe it off. So time efficient is something to keep in mind, something I look forward to. Being efficient here at the shop with the volume we pump out is very, very important. So I'm going to stop with half the hood and keep an eye on it instead of applying to the whole hood. I'll keep an eye on that rainbow effect. I'll bring you in so you can see what this looks like. Not sure if you're going to be able to see this. Maybe if we bring in the light. Nope, that doesn't help. Here we got a little bit of the rainbow effect. I'm going to start to wipe off now, and I'll share the experience with the wipe off. Is it hard to wipe off? Is it really tacky? Or does it come off like butter? 2 microfiber towels, short nap preferably. And this seems to wipe off rather easily. Not really grabby. And when these really fight you when you're wiping them off, that's when you have the highest percentage or have the best chance, in other words, for high spots, which look absolutely terrible. And if you catch them too late, you have yourself some work to do. I'm going to switch over to the second towel and buff to perfection. I can feel some of the slickness kicking in. This coating is said to have the exploded diamonds, the detonated diamonds, Polysilazane, SiO2, and some other stuff. So it is a mixture of different components. So I could tell you here, we have this on, and it's even coverage, no high spots, and it wasn't a bear to get on, which is very important to me. Again, being efficient, getting cars in and out, but having them look just absolutely incredible in the process is a fine balance. This has it so far. I'm really intrigued as to how the results are going to hold up with durability. I'm really anxious to see what the characteristics are with this, gloss, slickness, and hydrophobics, and how they hold up. But here and there, let's get to first getting on the hood. We have to do this side yet. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, a little bit more. So we'll start from the center, spread that pocket of coating out. You'll feel what's neat about this applicator process is you'll feel when you need to add product, because that foam surface of this pad will start to grab the paint when it's dry, and you'll feel it get grabby. I'm going to add a little bit more there. We're starting to get a little bit grabby. And all you want to do during this process is ensure that you're getting it everywhere, in the body lines and contours, and getting even coverage. All right. Keep an eye on the rainbow effect. When that starts to kick back and dissipate, we'll wipe it off. So we'll give it a couple more seconds. That should do it. Let's start off with this first microfiber. Just like the other side, you can feel it has some substance to it. It's not like you're wiping water off, but it's nothing that's going to hold you up throughout the day or wear you out. You should be able to get around the car rather quickly if you are using this coating. All right, switch over to the second one and buff to perfection from there. Now let's grab the swirl finder one more time and I'll bring you in. We'll take a look at it from afar, take a look at it up close, and we'll go from there. Nice, sharp, crisp reflections. An even look, no high spots. What do you think, girl? Does it look good? Not interested? Okay. Let's come in and take a look. And if you take notice, that kind of halo effect has disappeared. So what we were concerned about when we were applying the APP is gone, and we have a nice crisp reflection from the shop light. So there you go, that answers that question. Now, cure. Just like any other coating, don't let it get wet. 24 hours, don't wash it for the first 7 days. It can take some coatings up to 30 days to completely cure, and you get the most benefit from them. Proper maintenance is going to be important for any coating. That's going to do it for this video, guys. We will revisit this subject again. Let's give it a couple months. I first wanted to share the application process, what goes into it. Is it worth the work? Is it worth the effort? I wanted to share the experience with it, going on, coming off. So far, positive. But the most important thing is going to be down the road how it holds up. And we will keep tabs on the C6 ceramics. Brian from Apex Detail, catch you in the next video.